I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of cold weather.
I'm not a big fan of cold weather. Similarly, chilly climates just don't appeal to me.
I'm not a big fan of cold weather.
I'm really. About.
I'm really excited about the upcoming vacation.
I'm really excited about the upcoming vacation. The thought of getting away fills me with joy and anticipation.
I'm really excited about the upcoming vacation.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about going on a vacation.
I've been thinking about going on a vacation. The idea of exploring new places and cultures has always intrigued me.
I've been thinking about going on a vacation.
Remember to.
Remember to lock the doors.
Remember to lock the doors. Security at home begins with this simple step.
Remember to lock the doors.
Would you like some?
Would you like some coffee?
Would you like some coffee?
Would you like some coffee?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of spicy food.
I'm not a big fan of spicy food. Likewise, my palate prefers milder flavors.
I'm not a big fan of spicy food.
I'm really. About.
I'm really worried about the exam tomorrow.
I'm really worried about the exam tomorrow. The possibility of not doing well weighs heavily on my mind.
I'm really worried about the exam tomorrow.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about changing my job.
I've been thinking about changing my job. Seeking a role that aligns more closely with my passions and skills seems like the next logical step.
I've been thinking about changing my job.
Remember to.
Remember to turn off the lights.
Remember to turn off the lights. Conserving energy and reducing your electricity bill starts here.
Remember to turn off the lights.
Would you like some?
Would you like some tea?
Would you like some tea?
Would you like some tea?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of heavy traffic.
I'm not a big fan of heavy traffic. Congestion on the roads always seems to dampen my mood.
I'm not a big fan of heavy traffic.
I'm really. About.
I'm really happy about the new job offer.
I'm really happy about the new job offer. This opportunity seems like a perfect step forward in my career.
I'm really happy about the new job offer.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about starting a new hobby.
I've been thinking about starting a new hobby. Engaging in something creative or physically rewarding could enrich my daily life.
I've been thinking about starting a new hobby.
Remember to.
Remember to set the alarm.
Remember to set the alarm. Ensuring a timely wake-up will help keep your schedule on track.
Remember to set the alarm.
Would you like some?
Would you like some water?
Would you like some water?
Would you like some water?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of loud music.
I'm not a big fan of loud music. For me, quieter melodies create a more pleasant atmosphere.
I'm not a big fan of loud music.
I'm really about.
I'm really sad about missing the concert.
I'm really sad about missing the concert. The disappointment of not being there lingers in my heart.
I'm really sad about missing the concert.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about moving to a new city.
I've been thinking about moving to a new city. A change of scenery might provide fresh opportunities and experiences.
I've been thinking about moving to a new city.
Remember to.
Remember to check your email.
Remember to check your email. Staying on top of your inbox can prevent missing important messages.
Remember to check your email.
Would you like some?
Would you like some juice?
Would you like some juice?
Would you like some juice?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies. Thrillers and scares just don't entertain me as they do others.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies.
I'm really about.
I'm really nervous about the presentation.
I'm really nervous about the presentation. The thought of standing in front of everyone sets my heart racing.
I'm really nervous about the presentation.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about learning a new language.
I've been thinking about learning a new language. Mastering another language could open doors to understanding new cultures and people.
I've been thinking about learning a new language.
Remember to.
Remember to charge your phone.
Remember to charge your phone. Keeping your device powered ensures you stay connected.
Remember to charge your phone.
Would you like some?
Would you like some milk?
Would you like some milk?
Would you like some milk?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of early mornings.
I'm not a big fan of early mornings. Rising before the sun has never been my preference.
I'm not a big fan of early mornings.
I'm really about.
I'm really enthusiastic about the new project.
I'm really enthusiastic about the new project. It feels like a chance to really make a difference and contribute.
I'm really enthusiastic about the new project.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about adopting a pet.
I've been thinking about adopting a pet. The companionship of a furry friend could bring a lot of joy into my home.
I've been thinking about adopting a pet.
Remember to.
Remember to pay the bills.
Remember to pay the bills. Avoiding late fees and keeping services uninterrupted is crucial.
Remember to pay the bills.
Would you like some?
Would you like some soda?
Would you like some soda?
Would you like some soda?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of fast food.
I'm not a big fan of fast food. Healthier, home-cooked meals are more to my taste.
I'm not a big fan of fast food.
I'm really about.
I'm really scared about the surgery.
I'm really scared about the surgery. The fear of the unknown and potential pain is quite daunting.
I'm really scared about the surgery.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about getting in shape.
I've been thinking about getting in shape. Prioritizing my health and fitness is becoming increasingly important to me.
I've been thinking about getting in shape.
Remember to.
Remember to buy groceries.
Remember to buy groceries. Keeping your pantry stocked is essential for meal preparation.
Remember to buy groceries.
Would you like some?
Would you like some beer?
Would you like some beer?
Would you like some beer?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of crowded places.
I'm not a big fan of crowded places. Open, less populated spaces feel more comfortable to me.
I'm not a big fan of crowded places.
I'm really. About.
I'm really optimistic about the future.
I'm really optimistic about the future. The possibilities ahead seem bright and full of promise.
I'm really optimistic about the future.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about going back to school.
I've been thinking about going back to school. Furthering my education could enhance my career prospects and personal growth.
I've been thinking about going back to school.
Remember to.
Remember to take out the trash.
Remember to take out the trash. Regular disposal keeps your living space clean and odor-free.
Remember to take out the trash.
Would you like some?
Would you like some wine?
Would you like some wine?
Would you like some wine?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of reality TV shows.
I'm not a big fan of reality TV shows. Scripted dramas and comedies capture my attention more.
I'm not a big fan of reality TV shows.
I'm really. About.
I'm really puzzled about the strange noise.
I'm really puzzled about the strange noise. Trying to figure out its source has me scratching my head.
I'm really puzzled about the strange noise.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about writing a book.
I've been thinking about writing a book. Sharing my ideas or stories through writing could be a fulfilling project.
I've been thinking about writing a book.
Remember to.
Remember to water the plants.
Remember to water the plants. Sustaining the life of your indoor and outdoor plants requires consistent care.
Remember to water the plants.
Would you like some?
Would you like some bread?
Would you like some bread?
Would you like some bread?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of politics.
I'm not a big fan of politics. Political discussions often seem too divisive for my liking.
I'm not a big fan of politics.
I'm really. About.
I'm really angry about the unfair treatment.
I'm really angry about the unfair treatment. The injustice of the situation sparks a fire within me.
I'm really angry about the unfair treatment.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about taking up yoga.
I've been thinking about taking up yoga. The physical and mental benefits of yoga are something I'm eager to explore.
I've been thinking about taking up yoga.
Remember to.
Remember to feed the pets.
Remember to feed the pets. Your furry friends rely on you for their daily nutrition.
Remember to feed the pets.
Would you like some?
Would you like some toast?
Would you like some toast?
Would you like some toast?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of smoking.
I'm not a big fan of smoking. Clean air is something I value more highly.
I'm not a big fan of smoking.
I'm really. About.
I'm really thrilled about the engagement news.
I'm really thrilled about the engagement news. The joy of such wonderful news is overwhelming.
I'm really thrilled about the engagement news.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about saving more money.
I've been thinking about saving more money. Building financial security is something I want to focus on for the future.
I've been thinking about saving more money.
Remember to.
Remember to make the bed.
Remember to make the bed. Starting your day by tidying up can boost your mood and productivity.
Remember to make the bed.
Would you like some?
Would you like some butter?
Would you like some butter?
Would you like some butter?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of video games.
I'm not a big fan of video games. Other hobbies capture my interest more fully.
I'm not a big fan of video games.
I'm really. About.
I'm really disappointed about the canceled trip.
I'm really disappointed about the canceled trip. The anticipation that turned into letdown is hard to shake off.
I'm really disappointed about the canceled trip.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about buying a house.
I've been thinking about buying a house. Having a place of my own to call home is a major goal of mine.
I've been thinking about buying a house.
Remember to.
Remember to wash the dishes.
Remember to wash the dishes. A clean kitchen is inviting and hygienic.
Remember to wash the dishes.
Would you like some?
Would you like some jam?
Would you like some jam?
Would you like some jam?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of gossip.
I'm not a big fan of gossip. Meaningful conversations are what I cherish.
I'm not a big fan of gossip.
I'm really. About.
I'm really curious about the new neighbor.
I'm really curious about the new neighbor. Wondering who they are and what they're like keeps my mind engaged.
I'm really curious about the new neighbor.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about starting a family.
I've been thinking about starting a family. The idea of nurturing and raising children is becoming more appealing to me.
I've been thinking about starting a family.
Remember to.
Remember to call your parents.
Remember to call your parents. Maintaining family connections is important for emotional well-being.
Remember to call your parents.
Would you like some?
Would you like some eggs?
Would you like some eggs?
Would you like some eggs?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of online shopping.
I'm not a big fan of online shopping. I prefer the tactile experience of shopping in stores.
I'm not a big fan of online shopping.
I'm really. About.
I'm really frustrated about the delayed flight.
I'm really frustrated about the delayed flight. The inconvenience and the wait stir up irritation and annoyance.
I'm really frustrated about the delayed flight.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about making new friends.
I've been thinking about making new friends. Expanding my social circle could lead to new adventures and support networks.
I've been thinking about making new friends.
Remember to.
Remember to book the appointment.
Remember to book the appointment. Securing your slot early prevents last-minute hassles.
Remember to book the appointment.
Would you like some?
Would you like some cereal?
Would you like some cereal?
Would you like some cereal?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of social media.
I'm not a big fan of social media. Direct interactions seem more genuine to me.
I'm not a big fan of social media.
I'm really. About.
I'm really hopeful about the job interview.
I'm really hopeful about the job interview. The prospect of potentially getting the job fills me with hope.
I'm really hopeful about the job interview.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about volunteering.
I've been thinking about volunteering. Giving back to the community could provide a sense of fulfillment and purpose.
I've been thinking about volunteering.
Remember to.
Remember to renew your passport.
Remember to renew your passport. Being travel ready avoids delays in your adventure plans.
Remember to renew your passport.
Would you like some?
Would you like some oatmeal?
Would you like some oatmeal?
Would you like some oatmeal?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of tight clothing.
I'm not a big fan of tight clothing. Comfort and freedom of movement are key for me.
I'm not a big fan of tight clothing.
I'm really. About.
I'm really anxious about the results.
I'm really anxious about the results. The uncertainty of what they will reveal is a constant source of anxiety.
I'm really anxious about the results.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about our environment.
I've been thinking about our environment. Finding ways to live more sustainably is becoming a priority for me.
I've been thinking about our environment.
Remember to.
Remember to back up your files.
Remember to back up your files. Protecting your digital data prevents loss in case of technical issues.
Remember to back up your files.
Would you like some?
Would you like some pancakes?
Would you like some pancakes?
Would you like some pancakes?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of high heels.
I'm not a big fan of high heels. Footwear that offers comfort and stability is my choice.
I'm not a big fan of high heels.
I'm really. About.
I'm really overwhelmed by the workload.
I'm really overwhelmed by the workload. The sheer volume of tasks ahead feels like a mountain to climb.
I'm really overwhelmed by the workload.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about global politics.
I've been thinking about global politics. Understanding the complexities of the world stage and its impact on daily life is intriguing.
I've been thinking about global politics.
Remember to.
Remember to update your resume.
Remember to update your resume. Keeping your professional profile current opens up career opportunities.
Remember to update your resume.
Would you like some?
Would you like some waffles?
Would you like some waffles?
Would you like some waffles?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of long meetings.
I'm not a big fan of long meetings. Efficiency and brevity in discussions are what I advocate for.
I'm not a big fan of long meetings.
I'm really. About.
I'm really bored with the routine.
I'm really bored with the routine. The monotony of the day-to-day has me longing for something new.
I'm really bored with the routine.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about space exploration.
I've been thinking about space exploration. The final frontier holds endless mysteries and possibilities for humanity.
I've been thinking about space exploration.
Remember to.
Remember to check the weather forecast.
Remember to check the weather forecast. Being prepared for the weather ensures you dress appropriately.
Remember to check the weather forecast.
Would you like some?
Would you like some yogurt?
Would you like some yogurt?
Would you like some yogurt?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of math.
I'm not a big fan of math. Creative and literary pursuits are more my speed.
I'm not a big fan of math.
I'm really. About.
I'm really passionate about environmental issues.
I'm really passionate about environmental issues. The drive to make a difference in this area fuels my actions.
I'm really passionate about environmental issues.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about advancements in technology.
I've been thinking about advancements in technology. Keeping up with tech trends is essential in our rapidly evolving world.
I've been thinking about advancements in technology.
Remember to.
Remember to bring an umbrella.
Remember to bring an umbrella. Avoid getting caught in unexpected rain by planning ahead.
Remember to bring an umbrella.
Would you like some?
Would you like some fruit?
Would you like some fruit?
Would you like some fruit?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of heavy makeup.
I'm not a big fan of heavy makeup. A more natural look feels right to me.
I'm not a big fan of heavy makeup.
I'm really. About.
I'm really surprised by the unexpected gift.
I'm really surprised by the unexpected gift. The unforeseen kindness has taken me aback in the best way.
I'm really surprised by the unexpected gift.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about renewable energy.
I've been thinking about renewable energy. Investing in sustainable energy sources is crucial for our planet's future.
I've been thinking about renewable energy.
Remember to.
Remember to wear sunscreen.
Remember to wear sunscreen. Protecting your skin from harmful UV rays is essential.
Remember to wear sunscreen.
Would you like some?
Would you like some apples?
Would you like some apples?
Would you like some apples?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of hot weather.
I'm not a big fan of hot weather. Cooler temperatures are more refreshing and enjoyable.
I'm not a big fan of hot weather.
I'm really. About.
I'm really grateful for the support.
I'm really grateful for the support. The generosity of others has been a cornerstone of strength for me.
I'm really grateful for the support.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about healthy eating.
I've been thinking about healthy eating. Nourishing my body with the right foods has become a key focus.
I've been thinking about healthy eating.
Remember to.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Remember to stay hydrated. Drinking enough water is crucial for your health and well-being.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Would you like some?
Would you like some oranges?
Would you like some oranges?
Would you like some oranges?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of winter sports.
I'm not a big fan of winter sports. Summer activities align more closely with my interests.
I'm not a big fan of winter sports.
I'm really. About.
I'm really content with my life.
I'm really content with my life. There's a peaceful satisfaction in how things are going.
I'm really content with my life.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about mental wellness.
I've been thinking about mental wellness. Prioritizing mental health is just as important as physical health.
I've been thinking about mental wellness.
Remember to.
Remember to exercise regularly.
Remember to exercise regularly. Maintaining physical activity is key to a healthy lifestyle.
Remember to exercise regularly.
Would you like some?
Would you like some bananas?
Would you like some bananas?
Would you like some bananas?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of camping.
I'm not a big fan of camping. The comforts of home are hard to leave behind.
I'm not a big fan of camping.
I'm really about.
I'm really depressed about the news.
I'm really depressed about the news. The weight of what I've learned has cast a shadow over my spirits.
I'm really depressed about the news.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about personal development.
I've been thinking about personal development. Continuously working on myself to become the best version of me is a lifelong journey.
I've been thinking about personal development.
Remember to.
Remember to eat healthily.
Remember to eat healthily. Nutritious food choices fuel your body and mind.
Remember to eat healthily.
Would you like some?
Would you like some grapes?
Would you like some grapes?
Would you like some grapes?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of long drives.
I'm not a big fan of long drives. Shorter journeys are more my style.
I'm not a big fan of long drives.
I'm really about.
I'm really amazed by the technology advancements.
I'm really amazed by the technology advancements. The rapid pace of progress is nothing short of astonishing.
I'm really amazed by the technology advancements.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about artistic expression.
I've been thinking about artistic expression. Exploring various forms of art could enrich my understanding of the world and myself.
I've been thinking about artistic expression.
Remember to.
Remember to take your vitamins.
Remember to take your vitamins. Supplements can support your diet for better health.
Remember to take your vitamins.
Would you like some?
Would you like some strawberries?
Would you like some strawberries?
Would you like some strawberries?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of sushi.
I'm not a big fan of sushi. Other cuisines tend to satisfy my taste buds more.
I'm not a big fan of sushi.
I'm really about.
I'm really amused by the comedy show.
I'm really amused by the comedy show. Its humor has been a delightful escape.
I'm really amused by the comedy show.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about historical events.
I've been thinking about historical events. Learning from the past can provide insights into the present and future.
I've been thinking about historical events.
Remember to.
Remember to practice mindfulness.
Remember to practice mindfulness. Reducing stress and improving mental health starts with being present.
Remember to practice mindfulness.
Would you like some?
Would you like some cherries?
Would you like some cherries?
Would you like some cherries?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of tattoos.
I'm not a big fan of tattoos. I appreciate art in many forms, but prefer not to wear it on my skin.
I'm not a big fan of tattoos.
I'm really about.
I'm really tired of the constant noise.
I'm really tired of the constant noise. The never-ending din is exhausting and grating.
I'm really tired of the constant noise.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about scientific discoveries.
I've been thinking about scientific discoveries. The pursuit of knowledge and understanding of the natural world fascinates me.
I've been thinking about scientific discoveries.
Remember to.
Remember to read daily.
Remember to read daily. Expanding your knowledge and imagination can be achieved through regular reading.
Remember to read daily.
Would you like some?
Would you like some salad?
Would you like some salad?
Would you like some salad?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of insects.
I'm not a big fan of insects. The natural world fascinates me, though I keep a respectful distance from its smaller inhabitants.
I'm not a big fan of insects.
I'm really. About.
I'm really concerned about climate change.
I'm really concerned about climate change. The implications of it are worrisome and demand attention.
I'm really concerned about climate change.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about philosophical questions.
I've been thinking about philosophical questions. Delving into the mysteries of existence and consciousness is both daunting and exhilarating.
I've been thinking about philosophical questions.
Remember to.
Remember to save money.
Remember to save money. Building financial security is important for future needs.
Remember to save money.
Would you like some?
Would you like some soup?
Would you like some soup?
Would you like some soup?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of loud parties.
I'm not a big fan of loud parties. Quieter gatherings are more my scene.
I'm not a big fan of loud parties.
I'm really. About.
I'm really confused about the instructions.
I'm really confused about the instructions. Trying to make sense of them is frustratingly difficult.
I'm really confused about the instructions.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about cultural differences.
I've been thinking about cultural differences. Embracing and understanding diversity enriches our collective human experience.
I've been thinking about cultural differences.
Remember to.
Remember to invest wisely.
Remember to invest wisely. Growing your wealth requires careful and informed investment choices.
Remember to invest wisely.
Would you like some?
Would you like some pasta?
Would you like some pasta?
Would you like some pasta?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of gardening.
I'm not a big fan of gardening. While I admire lush gardens, I'm not one for tending to them.
I'm not a big fan of gardening.
I'm really. About.
I'm really irritated by the traffic jam.
I'm really irritated by the traffic jam. The delay and the helplessness provoke annoyance.
I'm really irritated by the traffic jam.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about climate change.
I've been thinking about climate change. Addressing this global challenge is imperative for the survival of countless species, including our own.
I've been thinking about climate change.
Remember to.
Remember to clean the fridge.
Remember to clean the fridge. Regular cleaning prevents odors and maintains hygiene.
Remember to clean the fridge.
Would you like some?
Would you like some rice?
Would you like some rice?
Would you like some rice?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of high-risk sports.
I'm not a big fan of high-risk sports. I prefer activities with a lower adrenaline factor.
I'm not a big fan of high-risk sports.
I'm really. About.
I'm really impressed with the team's performance.
I'm really impressed with the team's performance. Their achievements and hard work have exceeded expectations.
I'm really impressed with the team's performance.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about social justice issues.
I've been thinking about social justice issues. Advocating for equality and fairness in society is a responsibility I take seriously.
I've been thinking about social justice issues.
Remember to.
Remember to defrost the freezer.
Remember to defrost the freezer. This improves efficiency and extends the life of your appliance.
Remember to defrost the freezer.
Would you like some?
Would you like some potatoes?
Would you like some potatoes?
Would you like some potatoes?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of public speaking.
I'm not a big fan of public speaking. Writing offers me a more comfortable mode of expression.
I'm not a big fan of public speaking.
I'm really. About.
I'm really elated about the promotion.
I'm really elated about the promotion. The recognition and opportunity for advancement bring immense joy.
I'm really elated about the promotion.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about fashion trends.
I've been thinking about fashion trends. The ever-evolving nature of fashion reflects societal changes and personal expression.
I've been thinking about fashion trends.
Remember to.
Remember to change the oil in your car.
Remember to change the oil in your car. Regular maintenance ensures your vehicle runs smoothly.
Remember to change the oil in your car.
Would you like some?
Would you like some vegetables?
Would you like some vegetables?
Would you like some vegetables?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of modern art.
I'm not a big fan of modern art. Classic art forms resonate with me more deeply.
I'm not a big fan of modern art.
I'm really. About.
I'm really heartbroken over the loss.
I'm really heartbroken over the loss. The depth of my sorrow is profound and piercing.
I'm really heartbroken over the loss.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about the stock market.
I've been thinking about the stock market. Navigating the complexities of investing could enhance my financial stability.
I've been thinking about the stock market.
Remember to.
Remember to check your tire pressure.
Remember to check your tire pressure. Proper inflation improves safety and fuel efficiency.
Remember to check your tire pressure.
Would you like some?
Would you like some chicken?
Would you like some chicken?
Would you like some chicken?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of country music.
I'm not a big fan of country music. Different musical genres speak to me more.
I'm not a big fan of country music.
I'm really. About.
I'm really relieved after hearing the good news.
I'm really relieved after hearing the good news. The easing of my worries has been like a weight lifted off my shoulders.
I'm really relieved after hearing the good news.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about the future of work.
I've been thinking about the future of work. Anticipating changes in the workforce and preparing for them is essential.
I've been thinking about the future of work.
Remember to.
Remember to renew your vehicle registration.
Remember to renew your vehicle registration. Keeping your paperwork in order avoids legal issues.
Remember to renew your vehicle registration.
Would you like some?
Would you like some beef?
Would you like some beef?
Would you like some beef?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of roller coasters.
I'm not a big fan of roller coasters. I find enjoyment in more grounded experiences.
I'm not a big fan of roller coasters.
I'm really. About.
I'm really eager to start the journey.
I'm really eager to start the journey. The anticipation of what lies ahead sparks excitement and readiness.
I'm really eager to start the journey.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about artificial intelligence.
I've been thinking about artificial intelligence. The implications of AI on our lives and future are profound and worthy of exploration.
I've been thinking about artificial intelligence.
Remember to.
Remember to study for your exams.
Remember to study for your exams. Preparation is key to achieving good grades.
Remember to study for your exams.
Would you like some?
Would you like some pork?
Would you like some pork?
Would you like some pork?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of late nights.
I'm not a big fan of late nights. Early evenings are more my pace.
I'm not a big fan of late nights.
I'm really. About.
I'm really indignant about the injustice.
I'm really indignant about the injustice. The unfairness of the situation stirs up a strong sense of outrage.
I'm really indignant about the injustice.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about virtual reality.
I've been thinking about virtual reality. The immersive experiences offered by VR technology present new frontiers for entertainment and education.
I've been thinking about virtual reality.
Remember to.
Remember to prepare for the meeting.
Remember to prepare for the meeting. Being well prepared shows professionalism and respect for others' time.
Remember to prepare for the meeting.
Would you like some?
Would you like some fish?
Would you like some fish?
Would you like some fish?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of dieting.
I'm not a big fan of dieting. Balanced eating habits are what I strive for.
I'm not a big fan of dieting.
I'm really. About.
I'm really intimidated by the challenge.
I'm really intimidated by the challenge. The magnitude of what's in front of me is daunting and fearsome.
I'm really intimidated by the challenge.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about intercultural communication.
I've been thinking about intercultural communication. Effective communication across cultures is key to global understanding and cooperation.
I've been thinking about intercultural communication.
Remember to.
Remember to send the package.
Remember to send the package. Timely dispatch ensures your parcel reaches its destination as expected.
Remember to send the package.
Would you like some?
Would you like some shrimp?
Would you like some shrimp?
Would you like some shrimp?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of ironing clothes.
I'm not a big fan of ironing clothes. I prefer fabrics that don't wrinkle easily.
I'm not a big fan of ironing clothes.
I'm really. About.
I'm really jubilant about the victory.
I'm really jubilant about the victory. The success and achievement have brought about an immense sense of joy.
I'm really jubilant about the victory.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about the importance of education.
I've been thinking about the importance of education. Access to quality education is a cornerstone of personal and societal progress.
I've been thinking about the importance of education.
Remember to.
Remember to pick up the dry cleaning.
Remember to pick up the dry cleaning. Having clean and pressed clothes ready is essential for a polished look.
Remember to pick up the dry cleaning.
Would you like some?
Would you like some sandwiches?
Would you like some sandwiches?
Would you like some sandwiches?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of house cleaning.
I'm not a big fan of house cleaning. Yet, I do appreciate a tidy space.
I'm not a big fan of house cleaning.
I'm really. About.
I'm really melancholic during the winter.
I'm really melancholic during the winter. The cold and darkness tend to cast a gloom over my mood.
I'm really melancholic during the winter.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about healthcare systems.
I've been thinking about healthcare systems. Ensuring that everyone has access to healthcare is a challenge that needs addressing.
I've been thinking about healthcare systems.
Remember to.
Remember to return library books.
Remember to return library books. Avoiding late fees and making books available for others is courteous.
Remember to return library books.
Would you like some?
Would you like some burgers?
Would you like some burgers?
Would you like some burgers?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of waiting in lines.
I'm not a big fan of waiting in lines. Patience is a virtue, but efficiency is golden.
I'm not a big fan of waiting in lines.
I'm really about.
I'm really nostalgic about my childhood.
I'm really nostalgic about my childhood. The memories of simpler times fill me with a bittersweet longing.
I'm really nostalgic about my childhood.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about urban planning.
I've been thinking about urban planning. Designing cities that are livable, sustainable, and resilient is increasingly important.
I've been thinking about urban planning.
Remember to.
Remember to schedule a dentist appointment.
Remember to schedule a dentist appointment. Regular checkups are important for dental health.
Remember to schedule a dentist appointment.
Would you like some?
Would you like some pizza?
Would you like some pizza?
Would you like some pizza?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of cold calls.
I'm not a big fan of cold calls. Unsolicited calls rarely bring good news.
I'm not a big fan of cold calls.
I'm really about.
I'm really outraged by the corruption.
I'm really outraged by the corruption. The blatant dishonesty and unethical behavior incite a deep anger in me.
I'm really outraged by the corruption.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about public transportation.
I've been thinking about public transportation. Developing efficient and accessible public transit systems benefits communities and the environment.
I've been thinking about public transportation.
Remember to.
Remember to get a haircut.
Remember to get a haircut. Maintaining your appearance can boost confidence.
Remember to get a haircut.
Would you like some?
Would you like some sushi?
Would you like some sushi?
Would you like some sushi?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of junk mail.
I'm not a big fan of junk mail. Digital or physical, it clutters more than it informs.
I'm not a big fan of junk mail.
I'm really about.
I'm really proud of my achievements.
I'm really proud of my achievements. Reflecting on what I've accomplished fills me with a sense of pride and satisfaction.
I'm really proud of my achievements.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about food sustainability.
I've been thinking about food sustainability. Promoting practices that ensure long-term food security is crucial.
I've been thinking about food sustainability.
Remember to.
Remember to clean the gutters.
Remember to clean the gutters. Preventing blockages can avoid water damage to your property.
Remember to clean the gutters.
Would you like some?
Would you like some ice cream?
Would you like some ice cream?
Would you like some ice cream?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of telemarketing.
I'm not a big fan of telemarketing. Personal, unintrusive methods of communication are my preference.
I'm not a big fan of telemarketing.
I'm really. About.
I'm really regretful about the mistake.
I'm really regretful about the mistake. The wish that things could have been different is a persistent thought.
I'm really regretful about the mistake.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about sports and fitness.
I've been thinking about sports and fitness. The role of physical activity in maintaining health and well-being cannot be overstated.
I've been thinking about sports and fitness.
Remember to.
Remember to change the air filters.
Remember to change the air filters. Clean air filters improve air quality and the efficiency of your HVAC system.
Remember to change the air filters.
Would you like some?
Would you like some cake?
Would you like some cake?
Would you like some cake?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of sales pitches.
I'm not a big fan of sales pitches. Straightforward information suits me better.
I'm not a big fan of sales pitches.
I'm really. About.
I'm really sorrowful about the departure.
I'm really sorrowful about the departure. The absence of someone dear leaves a hollow feeling.
I'm really sorrowful about the departure.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about music genres.
I've been thinking about music genres. Exploring different styles of music can be a journey of discovery and enjoyment.
I've been thinking about music genres.
Remember to.
Remember to check your credit report.
Remember to check your credit report. Monitoring your credit health is crucial for financial stability.
Remember to check your credit report.
Would you like some?
Would you like some cookies?
Would you like some cookies?
Would you like some cookies?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of office politics.
I'm not a big fan of office politics. A harmonious workplace is what I seek.
I'm not a big fan of office politics.
I'm really. About.
I'm really tense before the big game.
I'm really tense before the big game. The anticipation and pressure build up a palpable tension.
I'm really tense before the big game.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about movie genres.
I've been thinking about movie genres. The diverse range of films available offers endless entertainment and insights.
I've been thinking about movie genres.
Remember to.
Remember to update your antivirus software.
Remember to update your antivirus software. Protecting your computer from malware is essential for your digital safety.
Remember to update your antivirus software.
Would you like some?
Would you like some chocolate?
Would you like some chocolate?
Would you like some chocolate?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of busy work.
I'm not a big fan of busy work. Tasks with clear, meaningful objectives are what I value.
I'm not a big fan of busy work.
I'm really. About.
I'm really uneasy about the changes.
I'm really uneasy about the changes. The uncertainty of what they'll bring causes discomfort and apprehension.
I'm really uneasy about the changes.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about famous literature.
I've been thinking about famous literature. Classic works of literature provide timeless lessons and reflections on the human condition.
I've been thinking about famous literature.
Remember to.
Remember to organize your workspace.
Remember to organize your workspace. A tidy space can improve focus and productivity.
Remember to organize your workspace.
Would you like some?
Would you like some candy?
Would you like some candy?
Would you like some candy?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of multitasking.
I'm not a big fan of multitasking. Focusing on one task at a time is more my style.
I'm not a big fan of multitasking.
I'm really. About.
I'm really vexed by the misunderstanding.
I'm really vexed by the misunderstanding. The frustration of not being understood is irritating and bothersome.
I'm really vexed by the misunderstanding.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about gardening.
I've been thinking about gardening. Cultivating plants and witnessing their growth is both relaxing and rewarding.
I've been thinking about gardening.
Remember to.
Remember to declutter your home.
Remember to declutter your home. A clutter-free environment promotes a peaceful and efficient living space.
Remember to declutter your home.
Would you like some?
Would you like some nuts?
Would you like some nuts?
Would you like some nuts?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of bureaucracy.
I'm not a big fan of bureaucracy. Streamlined processes are far more appealing.
I'm not a big fan of bureaucracy.
I'm really. About.
I'm really wistful about the past.
I'm really wistful about the past. The longing for days gone by is poignant and deep.
I'm really wistful about the past.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about photography.
I've been thinking about photography. Capturing moments through photography allows us to preserve and share our experiences.
I've been thinking about photography.
Remember to.
Remember to recycle.
Remember to recycle. Contributing to environmental sustainability starts with recycling.
Remember to recycle.
Would you like some?
Would you like some cheese?
Would you like some cheese?
Would you like some cheese?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of manual labor.
I'm not a big fan of manual labor. Intellectual challenges are where I find my stride.
I'm not a big fan of manual labor.
I'm really about.
I'm really yearning for some peace.
I'm really yearning for some peace. The desire for tranquility and calm is a strong craving.
I'm really yearning for some peace.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about painting and art.
I've been thinking about painting and art. The process of creating art is a powerful form of self-expression and communication.
I've been thinking about painting and art.
Remember to.
Remember to check smoke detector batteries.
Remember to check smoke detector batteries. Ensuring your smoke detectors work can be life-saving.
Remember to check smoke detector batteries.
Would you like some?
Would you like some crackers?
Would you like some crackers?
Would you like some crackers?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of deadlines.
I'm not a big fan of deadlines. However, I understand their necessity in achieving goals.
I'm not a big fan of deadlines.
I'm really about.
I'm really zealous about the cause.
I'm really zealous about the cause. The fervor and passion for it energize and drive me.
I'm really zealous about the cause.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about dance styles.
I've been thinking about dance styles. Dance is a vibrant expression of culture and emotion through movement.
I've been thinking about dance styles.
Remember to.
Remember to create a budget.
Remember to create a budget. Managing your finances effectively starts with planning.
Remember to create a budget.
Would you like some?
Would you like some chips?
Would you like some chips?
Would you like some chips?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of cold coffee.
I'm not a big fan of cold coffee. Warm beverages bring comfort and enjoyment.
I'm not a big fan of cold coffee.
I'm really about.
I'm really dismayed by the delay.
I'm really dismayed by the delay. The setback is disheartening and frustrating.
I'm really dismayed by the delay.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about podcast topics.
I've been thinking about podcast topics. The world of podcasts offers a wealth of knowledge and perspectives on a wide array of subjects.
I've been thinking about podcast topics.
Remember to.
Remember to write in your journal.
Remember to write in your journal. Reflecting on your experiences and feelings aids personal growth.
Remember to write in your journal.
Would you like some?
Would you like some popcorn?
Would you like some popcorn?
Would you like some popcorn?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of long queues.
I'm not a big fan of long queues. Efficiency and quick service are much preferred.
I'm not a big fan of long queues.
I'm really about.
I'm really exasperated with the bureaucracy.
I'm really exasperated with the bureaucracy. The inefficiency and red tape provoke a deep sense of frustration.
I'm really exasperated with the bureaucracy.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about social media trends.
I've been thinking about social media trends. Keeping up with the rapid pace of social media can be both challenging and rewarding.
I've been thinking about social media trends.
Remember to.
Remember to plan your vacation.
Remember to plan your vacation. Anticipating your break maximizes enjoyment and relaxation.
Remember to plan your vacation.
Would you like some?
Would you like some pretzels?
Would you like some pretzels?
Would you like some pretzels?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of loud neighbors.
I'm not a big fan of loud neighbors. A quiet living environment is what I cherish.
I'm not a big fan of loud neighbors.
I'm really. About.
I'm really gloomy on rainy days.
I'm really gloomy on rainy days. The dreariness and gloom of the weather cast a shadow over my mood.
I'm really gloomy on rainy days.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about cybersecurity.
I've been thinking about cybersecurity. Protecting our digital lives from threats is an ever-present concern.
I've been thinking about cybersecurity.
Remember to.
Remember to learn something new.
Remember to learn something new. Continuous learning enriches your life and keeps your mind sharp.
Remember to learn something new.
Would you like some?
Would you like some pie?
Would you like some pie?
Would you like some pie?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of traffic jams.
I'm not a big fan of traffic jams. Smooth, uninterrupted travel is always the goal.
I'm not a big fan of traffic jams.
I'm really. About.
I'm really jaded with the politics.
I'm really jaded with the politics. The cynicism born of political fatigue is draining and disheartening.
I'm really jaded with the politics.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about space tourism.
I've been thinking about space tourism. The prospect of traveling beyond our planet is becoming increasingly tangible.
I've been thinking about space tourism.
Remember to.
Remember to follow your dreams.
Remember to follow your dreams. Pursuing your passions gives life purpose and fulfillment.
Remember to follow your dreams.
Would you like some?
Would you like some muffins?
Would you like some muffins?
Would you like some muffins?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of waking up early.
I'm not a big fan of waking up early. However, the peace of the early morning can be quite appealing.
I'm not a big fan of waking up early.
I'm really. About.
I'm really mortified by the blunder.
I'm really mortified by the blunder. The embarrassment of the mistake is deeply humiliating.
I'm really mortified by the blunder.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about blockchain technology.
I've been thinking about blockchain technology. The potential of blockchain to revolutionize various industries is intriguing.
I've been thinking about blockchain technology.
Remember to.
Remember to be kind to yourself.
Remember to be kind to yourself. Self-compassion is fundamental to your mental and emotional health.
Remember to be kind to yourself.
Would you like some?
Would you like some brownies?
Would you like some brownies?
Would you like some brownies?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of strong perfume.
I'm not a big fan of strong perfume. Subtler scents are more to my liking.
I'm not a big fan of strong perfume.
I'm really. About.
I'm really pensive about life decisions.
I'm really pensive about life decisions. The depth and weight of these choices provoke much thought and reflection.
I'm really pensive about life decisions.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about internet privacy.
I've been thinking about internet privacy. Safeguarding our online privacy in an interconnected world is paramount.
I've been thinking about internet privacy.
Remember to.
Remember to express gratitude.
Remember to express gratitude. Appreciating what you have brings joy and satisfaction.
Remember to express gratitude.
Would you like some?
Would you like some donuts?
Would you like some donuts?
Would you like some donuts?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of overcooked food.
I'm not a big fan of overcooked food. Perfectly cooked meals are much more appetizing.
I'm not a big fan of overcooked food.
I'm really. About.
I'm really restless for adventure.
I'm really restless for adventure. The itch for new experiences and excitement is ever present.
I'm really restless for adventure.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about animal rights.
I've been thinking about animal rights. Advocating for the ethical treatment of animals is a cause close to my heart.
I've been thinking about animal rights.
Remember to.
Remember to celebrate small victories.
Remember to celebrate small victories. Recognizing your achievements motivates continued effort and success.
Remember to celebrate small victories.
Would you like some?
Would you like some honey?
Would you like some honey?
Would you like some honey?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of delayed flights.
I'm not a big fan of delayed flights. On-time travel arrangements make for less stressful journeys.
I'm not a big fan of delayed flights.
I'm really. About.
I'm really startled by the sudden noise.
I'm really startled by the sudden noise. The unexpected sound caught me off guard and left me shaken.
I'm really startled by the sudden noise.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about marine conservation.
I've been thinking about marine conservation. Protecting our oceans and marine life is essential for environmental health.
I've been thinking about marine conservation.
Remember to.
Remember to maintain work-life balance.
Remember to maintain work-life balance. Ensuring a balance between work and personal life is key to overall well-being.
Remember to maintain work-life balance.
Would you like some?
Would you like some pepper?
Would you like some pepper?
Would you like some pepper?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of unannounced visits.
I'm not a big fan of unannounced visits. Scheduled meetings fit better into my plans.
I'm not a big fan of unannounced visits.
I'm really. About.
I'm really tranquil in nature.
I'm really tranquil in nature. The peace and calm of the natural world bring a profound sense of serenity.
I'm really tranquil in nature.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about forest preservation.
I've been thinking about forest preservation. Forests play a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity and combating climate change.
I've been thinking about forest preservation.
Remember to.
Remember to enjoy the moment.
Remember to enjoy the moment. Savoring the present enriches your experiences and relationships.
Remember to enjoy the moment.
Would you like some?
Would you like some salt?
Would you like some salt?
Would you like some salt?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of unsolicited advice.
I'm not a big fan of unsolicited advice. I prefer to seek out guidance when needed.
I'm not a big fan of unsolicited advice.
I'm really. About.
I'm really upbeat about the weekend.
I'm really upbeat about the weekend. The prospect of relaxation and fun lifts my spirits and mood.
I'm really upbeat about the weekend.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about waste management.
I've been thinking about waste management. Effective waste management practices are key to sustainable living.
I've been thinking about waste management.
Remember to.
Remember to listen actively.
Remember to listen actively. Effective communication fosters understanding and connection.
Remember to listen actively.
Would you like some?
Would you like some ketchup?
Would you like some ketchup?
Would you like some ketchup?
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of noisy restaurants.
I'm not a big fan of noisy restaurants. A serene dining atmosphere enhances the experience.
I'm not a big fan of noisy restaurants.
I'm really. About.
I'm really woeful about the tragedy.
I'm really woeful about the tragedy. The sorrow and despair over the loss are deep and overwhelming.
I'm really woeful about the tragedy.
I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about water conservation.
I've been thinking about water conservation. Conserving water resources is critical for our survival and the health of our planet.
I've been thinking about water conservation.
Remember to.
Remember to respect others' opinions.
Remember to respect others' opinions. Valuing diverse perspectives enriches discussions and relationships.
Remember to respect others' opinions.
Would you like some?
Would you like some mustard?
Would you like some mustard?
Would you like some mustard?